Welcome. My name is Rachel, and I'm an intuitive healer. So, you may have heard people say things like Source is always supporting us, or God is we are an aspect of God, that God is within us, and that the light is within us. But what if you're really not feeling that way? What if you are feeling down in the dumps, or deflated, or defeated, or wrapped up in these heavy, dark, negative thoughts, and you just really feel like you can't pick yourself up? Is Source still here to support us? Because it really doesn't maybe feel that way when you're in that state. So it's come up a few times this week. And what I saw and what I was guided to understand is that it's us that has to open the door. So open the door to Source, open the door to God's support. And so how do we do that? So when we're feeling, let's say we're sitting on our butt, or this is the image, you're sitting on your butt, you feel deflated, you feel down, you're kind of wrapped into that heavy, dark headspace. So the door's not open. And you're essentially holding, vibrationally holding Source at arm's length. And Source is waiting at the door. The light is at the door, even gently kind of knocking on the door, not harassing you, just gently reminding you that there's support here for you. But it's up to us to then open that door. So what does that mean? It means to welcome God in, to perhaps say, as much as you feel deflated or defeated or hurt or down or whatever it is, to say a prayer. Dear God, I give myself to you. Dear God, please enter into my body. Please be a bigger presence within me. Dear God, please activate the love and beauty and the unique gifts within me. Dear God, please hold this pain for me. Dear God, please show me the way. Right? So this is you opening the door. Because when we're wrapped up kind of in our own heavy stuff, and it's like, this kind of feeling of like, I'm so deflated, I'm so defeated, then the door remains closed. But the door opens if you can ask, right? If you can ask for that support, and i.e., make that connection. So yes, we are saying Source is outside of us, but also, of course, we are also recognizing that Source is within us. We are an aspect of the divine, right? Our inner divinity. So it is both without and within. So you open the door by asking, right? Maybe through a prayer. Dear Divine, I'm really down in the dumps. Please show me the way. Dear Divine, please, I welcome you into my life. I welcome you into my body. I welcome you to show me. I surrender to you. I welcome you to show me the solution, to guide me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's you opening the door. So another way to open the door would be, okay, hold on. I'm just going to tune into it because it was here, and then let's just see if it's relevant. To acknowledge the hurt and the pain, right? We're not going to ignore that you feel sadness or betrayal or guilt or whatever it is that's going on. You acknowledge it, and then and then open the picture wider, meaning, yes, there are these things that you are feeling, right? And likely, if they've been triggered recently, they've probably been within you for a long time, these stored emotions. So you're going to acknowledge that. You're not going to be like, oh, positive thinking, and ignore what you're feeling. You're going to acknowledge this. But then you're going to shift it to open the picture, the window, as if to say, this is true, this pain. But what is also true is that I am connected to a higher power. I am connected to this beautiful, infinitely loving creator. And I put my hand in Source's hand. And then same as that prayer, you're going to welcome source in to essentially help you hold or come be within you to open up so that you can begin to perhaps release and clear and let go of whatever has been causing you pain, right? So acknowledge what you're feeling, but then open the picture more. It's kind of like saying, let's say you are sitting in a dark room and a closet, and that closet, that dark closet represents your pain. And so you're not going to pretend there's no dark closet. There's a dark closet. You know it, you feel it, you're in it. But then take the dark closet and don't make it all that is, right? Open the picture, open the window and go, okay, there's this pain, but there's also the vast sky, right? The sky and the vast ocean, or the towering mountains. There's more, and the birds flying in the sky. There's more than this dark closet. So that's what I mean by open up the picture, right? So what happens when we feel depressed or deflated or defeated or hurt or betrayed or abandoned or whatever we're feeling, or hopeless, it feels like it's all consuming. It feels like that's all that is, right? And so welcoming source in, opening the door to source's light to support us and guide us and help us heal and move us forward, guide us in on the path that we are walking on, is to then, this tip is to then open up the picture a bit more, right? Acknowledge what you're feeling, and then it's followed by, but I also understand that there is this higher power that I'm connected to. And I understand that source loves me. And I understand that the light that is source is within me, and that I am powered by source because I am one with source. And so you're taking it and kind of reformulating, right? You're acknowledging the pain, but then you're opening the picture. And now you're welcoming in this higher power to support you. Okay, let's see if anything else comes in. Okay, I made some notes. Let me see if this resonates still. Aha. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so this is a very common thing that you've heard before, which is gratitude. So gratitude opens the door for God to help. Gratitude opens the door for the light, it opens the door for God's light and love to come through and assist, right? So it's finding that little bit of a sliver of hope or a sliver of something you're grateful for, because all of a sudden when you find that little sliver, poof, you've opened the door a crack. And actually, a crack is enough. A crack is enough, is what I'm seeing. The door doesn't have to be blasted right off. And that can feel, when you're in a depressed state or feeling really heavy and down, thinking that you've got to be like this super optimistic, sunny disposition, that's annoying. It's probably going to feel unreachable. So if you can remember that you just need to open the door a crack. Okay, so one thought of gratitude, one feeling of appreciation, either for your life or for this world or for a pet or for yourself or for your family member, some gratitude that you can feel, that feeling of love, because love opens the door, hope opens the door, acceptance opens the door, prayer, a genuine request for support and something better, to find this strength within you, that opens the door. So this is just a small reminder that if you're feeling down and deflated and defeated or depressed, and you feel like you're in that dark closet, that there is a way for you to open the door a crack. And as long as that door is open a crack, source God can come in to enlighten you, to lighten your load, to support you, to guide you, to nurture you. But if we stay in that really low vibrational funk and kind of hold ourselves, really bound up in that dark closet, we're essentially shutting source out. I feel some resistance in saying this, because it kind of insinuates that Let me see if there's different words for this, okay? Because I don't like the way that just felt. Okay, so here are the different words that feel much better. You're delaying the support that is here for you. So, when you're at when you're driving down the highway, especially in the summer, and you want to go on this road trip, and then all of a sudden you come around the corner and there's a flag person. It's like, stop, you've got to stop the car, and there's like 100 cars on the highway. And maybe you have to stay there for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, who knows how long. That's a delay in your trip. It's a delay in your road travel. But eventually the flag person will flip the sign and it says slow and you get to go again. So it's a little like that. So if you're in this lower vibrational funk and you're kind of not opening that door, you're delaying the support that is here for you to come in and nurture you and soothe you and help you release whatever the burdens are. And so why delay, right? So if you can remember that you can open that door even a little bit through a prayer or gratitude, or creating that bigger picture, right? Here's the pain, but I know that there's more out there than this closet of dark pain. So if you can open the door even a crack with one of those three things, and then you throw out the idea of a delay. There's no delay. There's no closure on the highway or any delay. Now it's just open doors for source to come in and to nurture and help you release and clear and soothe you and guide you along your way. So I hope this helps in some way. If you are feeling that you'd like help in acknowledging or revealing or understanding something that you are feeling within, some buried emotion that has perhaps been there since childhood or other lifetimes, or maybe ancestral, I'd be honored to help. You can find me on my website, which is rachelshonaker.com. Thank you.